Hey, my name is Jordan. Welcome to the channel. This is my first ever YouTube video. Well, not my first YouTube video, but like my first face cam YouTube video. But anyways, I was kind of inspired to start a channel, and I wanted to talk about books with this. I want to inspire people to read. I want to talk about books. I want to just talk about characters. Maybe do some other things. Maybe do vlog. Maybe book hauls and stuff like that. But I kind of want to give an introduction to me and how I got into reading. So yeah. So first thing, for a while, I've always liked to read, but at some point, I just stopped reading. Um, when I say reading, I mean like manga and stuff. So I would read manga galore when I was in high school, middle school, even elementary school. Reading always reading manga. Um, and then sometime in my adult life, that kind of tapered off. And I've always had a passion for reading, but I could never find the time, or not the time. Yeah, but not the time either, or the motivation, or it was always something going on. I had something else to do. It was always something. But recently, or like a month ago, I came across a TikTok video, and I was just scrolling, just scrolling. And so I came across this guy, and his name is Chris, and I'll point it up right there. And he was talking about how he got into reading and how he saw Red Rising edit and how that kind of inspired him to read. And he got the book and read it all one day, and it changed him. And so I was like, huh, that sounds cool. And I was like, let me check out what Red Rising sounds kind of cool. I was looking at edits, and I was like, yo, I ain't never been hyped for a book like novel before, but like now I am. And so I was like, God, I gotta get back into reading. This is just, I gotta read this. So after that, I'm inspired to start reading again. And I'm like, you know what? I started this book a while ago, or a couple months ago. I'm gonna finish it. This was December. And I started this book maybe March, April. And I was like, I'm gonna finish it. It's gonna be a book, or it's gonna be a book I read this year. Never did. I got so close, and I just didn't finish it. And it was like December 8th, whatever. And that book was The Maltese Falcon. Um, the Maltese Falcon is a mystery kind of thriller kind of book, um, where this detective, his partner, is killed at the beginning of the book. Not spoilers, it's on the back. And he kind of gets pulled into looking for this artifact, the Maltese Falcon, that's apparently worth a bunch of money. And he can't trust anybody, even the people asking him to look for it. And he can't trust nobody around him. And I like the noir mystery, and I was listening to jazz and reading this, and it was so cool. But anyways, I was like, I want to finish this before I do Red Rising. I want to finish this, and so it took me like 2-3 days because I was busy with work, but I ended up finishing it, and I was like, wow, like I feel so accomplished. Like I finished the book. Like I haven't done that in a while, like a novel at least. I finished it, and so after that, I was like, I want to get into I want to get more. I want to know more. And so, of course, my feed is all book talk stuff. So I'm like, oh my god, I'm adding all these books to my cart, all these different things, because I want to immerse myself. I told myself, I'm gonna start reading again, but I'm gonna get these books, and I'm either gonna waste my money, or I'm gonna read these books, one way or another. And that's what I did. The next day, after finishing that, I was like, I need something. I ordered Red Rising, but it was gonna take 2 to 3 days to get here, to get to me. And I was like, I need something in the meantime. I just finished the Maltese Falcon, so I went to Barnes and Noble, and I picked up The Picture of Dorian Gray. This was amazing. It took me 2 to 3 days to finish this, but my God, there was times I couldn't put it down. And I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the camera. I'm not used to looking at a camera, but this was amazing. I enjoyed every bit of this book. Wasn't expecting what I saw in here, but or not what I saw, what I was reading, but it got to a certain part, and I was just it had me hooked the entire time. And so yeah, this I've always, I've always had in my passion for reading. I've always known I liked classic books. I like even the way they look. Like you can probably see some of the other ones I have, and I'll show you the other classics I have here. But I just liked, books from that time period, or not even that time period, but just learning from way back. Just I don't know, just something about that. But it's really cool. And I was like, I finished this, and so after that, I was like, yo, I'm a reader now. Like I'm getting hyped. Like this is more enjoyable to me than like just sitting on my phone scrolling, whatever, or like I'm enjoying this more than I am studying right now. I'm studying for Security Plus. If you know, you know. And I was like, God, I like reading more than I like studying for Security Plus. And I started to fall in love with studying. And I was like, this one completely took over. So, Red Rising gets here. And from page one, I'm just like, yo, this is peak. Like, I'm in my head, I'm imagining all the scenes. I'm seeing all the battle scenes all the fight scenes in my head. And I'm like, if this was animated, or if this turned into a live action TV show, this would be the best TV show on the earth. It was that good. And this was another one I couldn't just put down. And so this took me a couple days to finish. I finished this, and my God, I was blown away. And at that point, now I'm like addicted. So like the next day, I'm starting another book, and then another book, and then that's how I've been getting into reading. After I read that, or after I read Red Rising, I picked up another classic, Frankenstein. I was told this was also really good, and this didn't disappoint, especially towards the end. And it was just insane. I was just imagining in my head. I'm like, yo, like this is just as crazy. Like this is crazy to me. But like I said, with the whole classic thing, I just love the way these books look. Like I just love the sleekness. Like I don't know, something about the all black. I finished Frankenstein. Then I went on to Dungeon Crawler Carl. This was amazing. Very funny, a little dark at times, but it was funny. It was funny dark, like it was funny dark humor. But this is another one. I want to finish the Red Rising series. I'm gonna finish the series. Maybe this year. I don't know. We'll see. I have big goals for this year. I'll talk about that in like another video. My goals for this year in my January TBR or to be read. But yeah, and if you notice the pattern, I am switching between, I guess, modern and classic. Modern, classic. So right now, my classic, I'm doing a thing here. I'm getting a little crazy. I'm reading Crime and Punishment. Crazy. Like I'm hooked on Russian literature now. Like now I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start reading Russian classics all year. That's all I'm reading. But that's the classic I'm reading, and then Rage of Dragons is the modern I'm reading. And this I just got to that part, and if you read The Rage of Dragons and you know, like I just got to that part and it was insane. Like yo, it's insane. It's insane. I'm only, what am I? I'm like 130 pages in, but if you know, you know. And I'm like, I'm hyped to read this because I'm gonna read this tonight, and I'm gonna read some pages tonight, and I'm just hyped to read it. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now with the journey. Sorry if my voice sounds weird. I'm just getting over being sick, but yeah. welcome to the channel. If y'all mess with me, go ahead, I guess comment, follow, or not follow, sub, hit a like. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you want other content too. I work in IT. I also lift. I can't film my gym, but I'll explain some lifting stuff, or not lifting stuff, but like working out, losing weight, stuff like that. But that's a video for another time. But yeah, welcome to the channel. Sorry, I keep looking at my screen and not the camera. But yeah, see you guys. Have a good one.